itself. I have to delete files on my internal space to create more room. It says for files. That's funny. Yeah, I guess I gotta delete some unused files on my brain. Okay, cool. So anyway, it's funny though that this is the beginning of what I do a lot in my life. It's not perfect enough. I'm not perfect enough I'm not prepared enough. I have to start over, and I do this again and again in my life. So anyway, I would like to see myself be able to do this. Like, I obviously tried to do the chicken wire. That's hilarious. This is not ever going to work. Okay. Good try, Mark. I should have taken the thing back so I didn't have to pay for another one. But maybe I could find something in my garage. Anyway, Mike Nashif, he's a great scientist and a very deep mind that I connect to and relate to. I told him my process and he kind of laughed and was loving and kind and said to forgive myself, that I will find that my reactor is going to reflect my life and not rush it because I have my whole life to do it. But at the same time, don't try to be such a perfectionist because will probably never happen. And as a reflection, look at, it's kind of embarrassing, but my room, it's pretty much chaotic, messy. It's not really, well, it's reflecting a lot that, first I do want to clear out my whole room and clean up all the junk so that I can actually create there are perfect things in my life that I can look at. These beautiful little children that I created out of my body, my reactor body. I did that right. Okay, so that's that for now. Briefly, things in my life that reflect this. Beginning again. I can't even begin to talk about the many things. Starting back clear when I did Great Life and did I was number one for my team the whole time. I always felt myself to be a leader, that I had to save the whole team. And then when it came to the exercise that I was blindfolded and had to follow the piece of rope through the woods and come back to find my team, I just kept somehow starting all over again, following the rope. It just kept taking me back to the beginning, but if I would have followed it correctly, it wouldn't have done that. But time and time again, I blindfolded, exasperated, tired, kept following the rope, thinking I had reached some other end, the finish, when really I'd just taken myself back to the start. And I was really reluctant to accept help, or that the angel helpers help me and guide me, because I was sure I did it right, and I felt like I had to do this by myself to feel accomplished. And when I finally surrendered, exhausted, I let them guide my hands. My whole team was sitting there waiting for me, and it was so hard because we were the last team, because they were sitting and waiting, rooting for me, pulling for me. And I didn't want to see the shock on their faces that I had failed them. For the first time, I had failed them. But you know what? I had to let go so that I could find them again. Well, whatever, so that's happened to me over and over again, in visions, and even Burning Man, and the vision I had of the temple, and the white wings coming out of the sun, the rainbow spiral sun. The white wing comes out and walks toward me, and I so want to receive that beautifulness. But instead, I remembered that my guide had said before I walked out of the temple to stand in line to watch the sun. They told Sunrise. They told me, be prepared. Remember, you cannot take any idea of war or anything of the old program ahead now. You must leave it behind. And I just didn't think I was perfect enough. So as soon as that white being began to come to me, I remember that. And I was instantly taken back and out of the experience to receive that beautiful experience. It shows a really harder road, that's for sure. Um, the road that what it feels like to not get to be a part of something amazing. That's the next step, because I held myself back because I didn't think it was good enough. I was prepared enough. I was perfect enough. And so here I am about to embark upon the creation of my star reactor, beginning with nano coating, then CO2 capture of the plasma, and then creating into a live breathing energy essence plasma. Anyway, I was just gonna be forgiving and loving of myself through this experience. Trust and see how magnificent things just show up without my methodical step-by-step perfection approach. Because it will never be perfect. Only God can give me that. Only perfection that I was born with can help me through this. So, do the best I can.